像这样悠闲安稳的时光，如果再多一点就好了。啊，我真贪心呐。这就是旅行者平日里的生活吗？感觉又多了解了你一些。
Alright. Alright. Almost ready.
剑，就和茶一样，细细品味，才能理解其中风雅。像这样悠闲安稳的时光，如果再多一点就好了。啊，我真贪心呐。刀剑爆叶，民工怀宝。剑，就和茶一样，细细品味，才能理解其中风雅。刀剑爆叶，民工怀宝。这就是旅行者平日里的生活吗？感觉又多了解了你一些。刀剑爆叶，民工怀宝。刀剑爆叶， 民工怀抱。
今天吃点什么好呢？
像这样悠闲安稳的时光，如果再多一点就好了。啊，我真贪心呐。刀剑爆焰，民工怀抱。剑就和茶一样，细细品味，才能理解其中风雅。
I think it's set to public. And we should be good. Are we good? Is my mic good? Is everything good? I think everything's good. Yeah, everything's good. Why, hello. Hello, beautiful people. How are thine beautiful people? This is CS with DWP. I have not even touched Genshin today. I had a little bit of work to knock out this morning. I still got to send some invoices. I still haven't even done that. If I get any downtime, I will be knocking that out. But I hope everybody is doing fantastic. I know I've been kind of absent last couple of days. February is Black History Month. As you guys know, I work with the education system. There's a lot of black-oriented things going on this month. So my services are being requested. So I apologize if I am absent at all, but we will get through, and then come next month, we should be all the way swagtastic and whatnot. All right, so let's see. So I don't even think I did my... Yeah, I didn't even do these. I think for starters, let's go get her skin. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to challenge. Yeah, let's do this real quick. What's going on, Oops? How you doing, brother? Wagwan. Speaking of which, let me take my sweater off. It's a little hot in here. All right, cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, I did my whole spiel, my morning spiel. Whoa, been a little absent, more absent than I would like to have been over the last like 2 days, but you know, work calls, life calls, you gotta do it. All right, so let's see. And then let me just make sure the queue is completely clear. All right, let's see. Trying to get that Lisa skin. All right, so what's up? This would be Kaz in the front, Viti in the... Okay. So... Kaz, Venti. Okay, so we'll do Ito. No, we'll do Yaimiko. We'll do Yaimiko. Kaz. Uh, Barbara. And no, Nahida. And say what? Oh, what's going on, Ari? How you doing? Can we make this stream about me again? That part. Maybe. Depends on your grades. What's going on, Gabby? How you doing? I don't know who to do. I'll do St. Joe. And then the next one we'll do Ayaka and Venti. And then we'll just figure that out, I guess. And then for this one, we're going to do Kokomi Zhongli. Yay! What's going on, Burger? How you doing? I'm great. I got a good flower for Pale Flame. Thank God. Tokyo, long time no see, brother. How you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. All right, so I'm gonna try and make this. You said double crit. Why did it block your comment? Hold on. What's going on, Spaghetti? How you doing? Hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Whoa. Oh, y'all want Steve, huh? I'm all type of messing up. All right, let's see. There's one. Come on, Mr. Zing Cho. Thank you. Appreciate doing business with you. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta do is you gotta swing before you do the thing with Kazuha Zing Cho. You gotta throw it normal out. Oh, I'm doing good. I hope all is good with you. What's happening, Win? Steve! We starting off early, cuz. Alright. But yeah, I'm doing good. Gabby, I'll be right there. What? Oh, I'm at the end? I know I did not need to do that, but that's okay. What is it? Oh. I could just Zing Show this, right? Zing Cho for the win. Zing Cho for the win. Ha ha. No. Hit him with water. Okay, that works. I think Gabby does. I'm gonna be right there though. You said I played Prosecco all morning until my hand started bleeding. I don't know about the bleeding part. You might want to watch that. Hey sir, have you met this comp before? You have not. Actually, you have, big fella. Nice. All right. Let's come over here. Excuse me. Nope. Yep. 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 Get out of here. Nope. You're not getting away from this. Bye. Oh, there's more. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna need everybody right here. What? Where'd you go? We'll do that. Yay! 1, 2, and 3. Dry and cracked. Hey Burger, just to let you know, it's not cool to do things until you're hurt. It's cool to do things until you're tired of doing them and you're really good at them. But until you're hurt, I don't know about that. Yay! We got the skin. Oh, look at that screenshot. All right. And then I think there are. Yep, I'll take that. All right, cool. I have no more. All right. Playing until my right hand had 4 knuckles bleeding. Yeah, you don't have to do it till you bleed. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it so hard? Are you? That sounds like you're trying to hurt yourself or something. Biggest news to existence? What happened? Talk to me, Win. What's cracking? Faith for Disney! Shout out to you. Lisa being my placeholder for Miko at the moment. Okay, sounds good. I want the full combo, and I kept missing at the same spot for 3 hours. Yeah, but you don't have to do it till your hands bleed. You You know what I mean? You know what I used to do a long time ago when I was learning Marvel? This is back when I was in like junior high or coming out of elementary or something. I just made a mock-up and I just practiced that one combo over and over and over. And then when I went to the arcade, I actually did the combo. So I would just for that section, just kind of memorize the section in your head, or you can. I'm sure. I mean, you have videos. So where your hands are supposed to be for that section, just practice that section. So then when it comes like chunk, I know you're doing it in chunks mentally, but you know what I mean. All right. So let's see. So you said that you got a piece for Eula, or you said you got a piece out of there. Oh God! Thank God. Okay, where are we sitting now? Okay, it came down a little bit, but the crit damage went up. All right, cool. What's going on, Shin? How you doing, kid? What's happening? Yeah, that flower is amazing, by the way. Hold on, let me do a little closer inspection to that flower. Got a little defense on it, not too mad, but I love the piece, though. I am loving the piece. We got some crit rate on it. Hit crit rate once. I think it hit crit damage, what, 3 or 4 times? It looks like it's 3 or 4 times. Maybe 3. I think it hit it 3 times. So that's a really good flower. Yeah, that's a really, really good flower. I don't know if I told you, but my sister's being discharged at the end of the month. Hey, I am so happy for your sister. Like, I don't know how to feel. Like, let her know that we're all happy. Like, I'm really happy for her. Like we here know what's popping, you know what I mean? So shout out to her and love to her, you know what I mean? And I hope everything keeps going well, like going forward, you know what I mean? That's fire. That's right. You said the end of the month, so it's about to go down. It is about to go down. Gabby, are we doing anything, by the way? Yeah, shout out to your sister, man. Shout out to your sister for real. You were AFK? Yeah, yeah. No, I was saying shout out to your sister. We're doing Pale Flame? Okay. Yeah, that's super huge. You bringing Shinha? It's about to go down. I think I want to bring Kokomi. Okay, I do clearly don't. I could. I'll take Kokomi. Yeah, that is huge though. So how y'all last couple days been, by the way? Life treating everybody good? I hope it's treating everybody good. I hope everybody was hitting their goals over the last 2 days. You know what I mean? Life goals, I mean. Genshin goals too, yeah. You know, but I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody doing swag. She's helping you on your therapist course training thingy. Okay, for sure. 4.1 GPA? What I tell y'all. I told y'all it's something about Gabby. Gabby got there's something going on with Gabby. Out here getting 4 point such and such. Oh, what happened to my skill? I thought I had a skill. That's okay. You say you good? You missed an assignment though? I mean, can you make it up? If you can't make it up, don't worry about it. But if you can, I would just see if you could just. It's probably like a 15-minute assignment anyway. Hopefully. You're drowning in homework? Yeah, how much you got left, by the way? Shinha and Ayaka, it's about to go. Yeah, it's about to go down. You're sick? What you got? The cold? I hope it's just a cold. Hope it ain't anything more than that. I feel like I'm going to need more burst up time, so I'm going to switch to a Kageuchi. And I'll take the DPS hit. Especially because Shinha's here. You got the flu? Well, I mean, it's just a flu. You could, I mean, not just a flu because they suck, but okay, no worries. Yeah, it's not just a flu, but you know, do you have NyQuil and DayQuil and all that? What's going on, Luna? Shout out to you. What's happening, kid? Urban ecology teacher assigned more work. Then all my 4 core classes combined. Yeah, but that's finals and whatnot, right? Denied your transfer request. What's your transfer request? Transfer request to. Because I don't remember a transfer. Was it like different school or different class or something? Can I help with that if you would like? Oh yeah. Shin, if you need resin, Oops can definitely knock that out for you.
报业，民工怀抱。
You should be free Thursday. Okay. Oh, you're trying to transfer to urban? I thought you were in. Hold on. Did I read that right? You said urban ecology teacher assigned a whole bunch, right? And then you said the school denied your transfer request. But what were you trying to What were you trying to transfer to?
帮帮忙，失礼了。
The more I play Genshin, the more I realize I hit these buttons like I'm playing a fighting
人
game.
变身。血三丝。
We're gonna save that burst. Just gonna apply that 1 gauge of hydro just to keep him frozen. And then it just hit me. Ayato exists. Excuse me. How have the besties been?
刀剑报业。
Everybody here been cool. I know what you're saying besties for. You're trying to get us to confirm that we're your best friends. That's a manipulation tactic, and I understand what you're doing here, Luna. We get it a lot. I had somebody hit me with the, "Hi, brother." I'm like, "Hey now." Like, "Hey now." From urban ecology to forensic science. Really? To forensic science? That's crazy. Hey, by the way, hey Luna, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Do you know the difference between a friend, a best friend, an acquaintance, and an associate?
休养生息。
Like best friend is it's like, you know how there was a moment in time where, for whatever reason, people in my generation were getting married after like
天真吃纵。
2 months or something, right? This was because people were saying "I love you" way too early. Way too early. Like, you want to get to know we know you, and I'm not denying the bestie thing. I just want to make sure you're not going around calling new friends besties. Trust me. Trust me. You don't have to believe me. You'll see what I mean later. It's like tiers, right? So when you hit the top pinnacle, that's a best friend. And best friends are usually reserved. I'm being dead serious. Best friends that title is reserved for like usually like that one friend. There's like one, maximum like 3, and you've known them for like 12 years. Like, it's a really reserved spot.
失礼了。
Ah, hold on. And I say that because I care about you. Luna, what we doing today anyway? What's cracking?
兵变身。
I find it hilarious how you only realized I'm an adult last stream. Yeah, I swear when. Hold on, if you didn't know, I got a place in the therapist training school course. Nice. You haven't had a best friend since middle school? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that title is reserved. It's reserved. It's reserved.
民工
It's like saying "I love you." It's like you know what I mean? But you're saying it. Best friend is the same to me, at least. Best friend is the same as saying "I love you" to like a girl. You know what I mean? So it's like, ooh, because you'll see the difference as you grow.
刀剑报业。
Yeah, no, I understand, Luna.
怀抱。
Like, as time goes on, like, people will, enter and exit your life over and over, that happens, right? And you're gonna go through things in life. And over time, some friends will support you, some friends won't. Some friends will watch you burn. Some friends will be there to help you with the burden, so on and so forth, right? Some friends, gay or not, like some friends will be there, some friends won't, right? And the one that's there through
像这样悠闲安稳的
thick
时
and
光，
thin,
如果再多一点就好
that's your
了。
best friend. And it's funny
我
because your
真
best
担心
friend sometimes ends up not being who you think it is. It's really strange. It's really weird. But that's life. That's how life is. You know what I mean? I do know this. The trait of a best friend typically is a person who always puts your interests above their own. They don't want nothing from you. They don't need nothing from you. And they're always trying to help improve your situation. That's like a trait of a best friend. You know what I mean? Also, another thing, just because you're their best friend doesn't mean all the time that they're your best friend.
见
You know what I mean?
就和茶一样，
So,
细细品味，才
you
能理
know,
解其中风雅。
it's raise the bar on the word best friend, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Raise the bar. The standard should be a lot higher. And I believe you guys do have friends. You have friends in us, so I don't know. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you Ayato's new goblet. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's a monster. Ooh. What's your AR? Oh yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time. Ooh, yeah, you about to start seeing them, Gabby. You about to start seeing them soon. You gonna start seeing them. I think it's starting to kick in. It happens over time, but you'll start seeing them. Yeah, it took my account a long time before I started seeing that kind of stuff. But when it starts, it's still far and few in between. But you start to get a lot of you start to get a lot of
这就
whew,
是旅行者平日里的
your
生活
goblet
吗？
game gonna change, your circlet game gonna change, your
毕
flower
竟
game
一个人
gonna
在旅
change.
行，
It's the goblet circlets and the flowers. They're gonna start looking crazy. If that's what, and we already got two on your account right now. We got that goblet and that flower for Eula. Oh, it's about to go down. Yeah, so shout out to you. And you said that's all after that though? Okay. All right, so I'll leave you be. I will leave you be. Yeah, I'm old and I have maybe two, three friends, if you can count one of them as a friend. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like friendship, like you don't have to adopt everything as friends. Believe it or not, your family, the longer you live, the more you are going to realize that your friends, that your family are really like those are like your best friends. Like your mom's your best friend or your dad's your best friend. You know what I mean? Or your sister's your best friend. Like that.
大
That's
体
usually
而
what
言，
ends up happening. It's either they're your mortal enemies or your best friends, and typically your best friends. You know what I mean? Like it always ends up like that. Not mortal enemy, not like that. But what I'm saying is, it's either y'all best friends or y'all just know each other. Typically, best friends though is what happens. It gets to the point where y'all don't even got to talk ever. Y'all just know because you're family. You know what I mean? And then your friends become secondary
像
to
这样悠闲安稳的时
family.
光，
You
如
know
果
what I
再
mean?
多一
And
点
then
就好
starts the
了。
hierarchy, and you know what I mean?
我真
But
担
you,
心啊！
but that comes from learning how to. Hold on, I'm going back into the queue. That comes from learning how to control setting boundaries. That comes from setting boundaries. You know what I mean? What's going on, Shinha? What we doing, Kev? Let me go in there and pull his name. You know what I mean? You're not gonna let people suggest you put
道歉吧，
chemicals in your eye. Like you're not a friend. You're clearly not a friend. We're doing Crimson. All right. No, Shinha is. Oh, I see Elijah's on. Oh, Raja's on. Nice. Shinha is right here. Let's go. Check out Zhongli. You want me to see him first? Alright. AR53. Okay, just trying to refresh my memory. Where are we? Level 70? Okay. Haha! Level 70. R5. 4-piece.
刀剑爆焰，民工怀抱。
Yes. Yes. Okay, keep working on that shit. Well, hold on. It depends. 42? I know what you're going for. So, yeah. So, keep working on that shield. I almost want to say get the shield up before going back to artifacts. I'm going to look at these artifacts anyway. Yep. Oh, you're doing a shield bot, huh? Hey, look, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The game is a little different. I'm telling y'all, the game is different. When you walk around with God mode, it's a little different. It's like I got the DPS, but when you could just go and enable, you just turn on God mode. It's like, ooh, okay, I see what Scythe was talking about.
要去哪边走走？
And it's like, yeah, you could just walk in fire. You could just stand there and look at Asha stupid, like, hi, you stupid. Like, it's different. You know what I mean? Are you feeling that effect a little bit right now? Because watch when you get his shield to 90 and level 9. Watch when you get his shield to 9 and then level 90 him. Nothing is gonna break that shield in the game. Like the triple Michael Kinky can't break it. You're getting C2? Yeah. C2 is super nice. Cause like
和茶一样。
I didn't realize how nice C2 was until I got it. And then with C2, like that one little extra second to hit your skill, like it's cool. But when you could just hit your burst and you get a shield, like that's super nice. It is nice. Just be mindful in co-op, and this is something I'm still getting used to, is when you hit your burst, they don't get the shield until the meteor hits. So you just got, you got to kind of preemptively cast it. So if you see someone like going low on health in co-op, and you're like, ooh, just paying attention, like, ooh, they might get hit your burst because you're preemptively seeing the hit come. That way the shield is up before they get hit. Like, you know what I mean? And it lasts for 20 seconds. So it's super nice. My first time watching your live streams. Really? Thank you, Typical Pierce. Welcome to the stream. Also, if you need help in any form, just type !join. It'll throw you in a queue. I'm just waiting for Shinha. We're about to run Crimson and get it in. What's happening, Sleepy Pirates? How you doing? Also, we have if you don't have time and you just need to run Resin, we do have we typically have folks here who could help you out with that while I'm helping somebody else. So it's not like if it's Resin related, it's not like you have to wait like a long time or something. Like we got a guy here named Oops. That's all he does. That's all he does the whole stream. He just comes in, destroys people's domains and bosses and weeklies, and if he helps you burn your resin, and then boom. That's pretty much it. Yeah, the holy Oops. He is a great guy. he helps keep the line in check. You know what I mean? Let's see. I need a lot of help. My account is trash. I'm on my PS4 right now, but I had a great account, but now my account is just trashed. If you have any time left, do you think I might be able to get some help? Yeah, just type !join. And then, because we have a line going right now. But yeah, !join. And then if it's as far as resin, then, yeah, we as a group, Dome Precision as a group, we can help you out. If it's a review, it might be a little bit. Because I have to get to your name and then I could like look at your account and whatnot. I don't know what's your AR? Yeah, you do it like that. And then you see how I added wind to the queue? It would do that. The only problem right now with my account is that guy trashed it. What guy trashed it? I have decent weapons, but oh, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Did you type it? There it goes. Thank you, Burger. Give me one sec. I'm just kind of bolstering this gentleman. Shogun, I'm gonna need to borrow that. I'm gonna need to borrow that. And you can keep that. You have a low crit rate, but we're gonna use food. Yay! What? Moments like this is when I like Yelan. Yeah, if you are habitually farming Crimson, you should probably pull Yelan, which is hilarious because why would you need to pull Yelan to get Hu Tao artifacts? Ha ha ha. Anyway, like haven't gotten past the Golden Slumber quest. What in the world quest is that? And I only have one good artifact that I have. I have no artifacts at Winners. Or if I said that I haven't used them. So here's the thing. What's your AR though? Because that's going to determine like your artifact situation. Because if you're worried about artifacts and you're not AR45 or higher, that's the problem. Oh, you're AR55? Oh, okay. So there could be something else going on there. But it's probably not. I mean, we'll look at it. I'll look at it. Almost 56. It could be character choice. It could be the builds. It could be the investment. It could be you could be spread thin. I mean, it could be a number of things. If you're struggling at AR50 at 55, like if you're pretty far behind, it could just be it could be invest. It could be a number of things. Shy Knight, who's Shy Knight? Oh, what's up, Shy Knight? How you doing? How is everybody? With Ben and Jet, what's Ben? Say what now? Oh, the underground pyramid is the one go. Oh, the underground pyramid one is. Oh, you talking about that? Okay, hold on. You talking about this quest? That's the big pyramid in the middle. You talking about that one? It's like super long. If you're talking about that one, then yeah, you just kind of gotta do it. It's hecka long, but it's like stupid. It's stupid long. But you get a lot of primos out of it. Yeah, it's super long. Like it might take you a day to do that. I can't remember. I think it took me like a day or 2 days or something like that. Yeah, like 3 hours. Like when I say a day or 2 days, I'm talking. I don't play Genshin all day. On my days off when I'm not streaming. But yeah, that quest was so long. You haven't unlocked the Scaramouche boss yet? Oh yeah, no, you might want to do that. Not that you drastically need Scaramouche, but if you're pulling any characters at all from Sumeru, or you have characters from Sumeru, then yeah, you need to do that. I would just knock it out. Like I wouldn't worry about farming. Like okay, so here's my order of operations that I recommend. Quest comes before character builds. If you have a carry. If you do not have a carry, then you need to establish your carry first. And then you take care of your quest. Right? But it depends on the character too. Right? Let's say you're a new account, which you're clearly not. But let's just say, for example, you're a new account and your main is like, I don't know, Dea or something random. Right? Then at that point, it's like, okay, well, you have to do the quest you have to do the quest before the character. But if your main is somebody where your resources could come from somewhere else, do the character, just make your core team and then go do the quest. But clear your quests out though. You know what I mean? What's going on, Kinko? How you doing? Right, so if you're like maining Kokomi or Zhongli or Ganyu or Ayaka or just any other character, non-Sumeru character, like get that core team with the minimum crit ratios and builds and whatnot. That way it makes it to where when you go do the quest, you don't have any problems with the quest at all. Like, at all. Like, you can go in and, like, fart on the boss and they die. Typically. Unless it's, like, the element is what's keeping you from beating it. Like, I don't have a strong hydro or whatever. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. What's going on, Kira? How you doing? Okay. Tired of you and this wackiness, big fella. Charge attack. Charge attack. Charge attack. Uh-oh. I think Kira did the Pro Second thing. You did the Pro Second thing? Hey, why he really just do the most Chinese swing I ever seen? He did a Kung Fu movie swing. He said, huh, huh. He did the little down and hold on. Let me see if I can do it again. Oh, no. Oh, I need a cooldown. Hold on. I swear this looked like a Kung Fu movie when he did it. Oh, you think you can fade me? Huh, huh. Hold on. It was huh, 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 huh. I watch too many movies. All right. That makes sense, but I have a lot of great characters. I mean, I have the Raiden Shogun, and I have Ganyu, Yolanya, Yoimiya, Kokomi, Zhao. All right, if you have that many characters at AR56 and you're struggling, you may be stretching your resin thin, right? Meaning that you're investing in too many places at one time, which at this point we would do what I like to call a focus farm. We would want to do a focus farm where you pick a core team that you're going to invest in over the next like couple months, and then you just do that team. And what's going to happen is it happens every time. Once you do that core team and they're done, then at that point you can invest in whatever across whatever. You can stretch your resources so thin it don't even matter if you have a core team that you can lean on. You know what I mean? You could have the most sucky account with a good core team and still do everything in the game. So if you have that many characters, that's what it sounds. That's what it seems. That would be my assumption for struggling for an account that's struggling at that AR. Yeah. What's going on with Lisa? Whoop! That was an accident. I did not mean to do that. I hit my burst and did not mean to. Everyone has Lisa though. What are we talking about? Typically I have Xingqiu and Lisa and I'm AR52. Say what? My channel has completely stagnated currently. Most of my vids aren't getting views. I'm hard leaning on this pivot. I'm preparing to bring back up. No, you need to do so Kinkle in marketing. You diversify your strategies. You never put all your eggs in one basket, ever. You want to keep as many. It's like I'm going to use a Genshin reference here, so I could care less. So if you don't know what you're going to go fight, you want to bring a whole bunch of different elements. So you would bring Ayaka, Kokomi, Bennett, and Kazuha. And Kazuha is just, God only knows what's going to be in there when you bring Kazuha. You see what I'm saying? So in marketing, you want to really diversify your approach. So have one, not just one pivot. I was just saying have one pivot in the event you're growing. So you got something you can like, okay, I'm going to try this. But if the pivot, but now if it's completely stagnated, now you need like 3-4 pivots in case the pivot you're going to do, in case that one doesn't work, what are you going to do? Shermanator! Long time no see, bro. You see what I'm saying, though? Or at least this, I mean, that's what I do for work. Like, I do that for work. I don't do it for Genshin or YouTube. But for work, like we deal with that all the time. Like, we have backup designs and backup approaches. Or I have backup approaches when I'm, like, pitching my flyers and graphics and designs and approaches. You want to always have multiple. You know what I mean? So... You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be funny on mains. Yeah, they main Xingqiu. Yeah, that makes sense. Currently saving for Hu Tao. Yeah, so get Hu Tao, but wait. Like we need to get your account healthy, and then you can invest across everybody. I always use myself as an example because I know my account the best. That just makes sense, right? But my core team, this was my AR55 team. This is before I got into like reactions and whatnot. It was Ningguang, Ayaka, Barbara, and Zhongli. I'm actually a Ningguang main. Like I'm a main. Like I love this because this is my favorite, most highest invested, best artifact having character. This is my homie. And my second main, to the point, he literally has 3 builds and 2 weapons. Like I've got this guy, and I have this. It's just Rosari's using it right now. But this, and those are my and then he's got this, of course, right? I have 3 builds for this guy, right? So, but that's my core team. So I overinvested in my core team. He's triple crown, she's triple crown, and Ayaka's triple crown, right? Over invested, right? So if there's anything that I run into, it doesn't matter what it is. It's getting smashed. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? So if you do that, then you can start like, I'm gonna go build Dory. I'm gonna build Tainari. I'm gonna build Goro as a DPS. I'm gonna build physical Sayu. I'm gonna build physical Layla. I'm gonna build Melt Amber. I'm gonna build DPS Candace. You can start doing. I'm gonna build a Shield Yanfei. You can build all that off meta stuff. You can start doing whoever. I want these 4 to be my team. You can do that. I want to build a Electro Razor with Dory in there and Yao Yao and whatever. You can start doing that if you have a core team. Anyone need help fighting bosses? Me. I'm joking. Also, my YouTube channel is. Hold on, let me catch up with all this. Good maining Ganyu now. Swag. I also have plans for I hate them as well, but I still can't get them to drop. That is insane. You might have to throw some money at it, bro. You might as well just take like cool little $50 and just throw some money at it. Because once you hit 1,000, you can monetize. And then I think in your case, you wouldn't do super chat because you're not streaming. You would do the super thanks. You would do super thanks, especially if you solve like a riddle for somebody. Let's see. And then he said, just stopped in to say hi and got stuff to do. All right, Shermanator, you take it easy. I hope he was here to hear me say that. But yeah, you take it easy, Shermanator. You stay the man. Also, my YouTube channel is decent. I mean, not the best, and I have like no need. I'm assuming to get subscribers. I get like over 100 views, but it depends. It's all good. Ningguang's gorgeous. Ningguang is amazing. Why did Burger get demoted? Because I need to be able to delete his cussing. Plus, he don't need to be doing this anyway. He's focused on school. Honestly, I'd rather him focus on school anyway. Like, if I don't need him here paying attention to the chat. If he don't need to be, like, nah, I want to make sure the future I see. I'm not going to start on this train again. I'm just saying the future I see for Burger. I don't want him to miss that because he's modding a YouTube chat. Like, no, you need to go get that. Whatever I'm seeing, you need to go get that, bro, because it's amazing. There's like a wife and kids and a house and like a nice car and confidence and family, and you can help your parents and your dad, and it's like family. There's a lot there. You should probably go do that. So go do that because your future is amazing from what I'm seeing. You just have to focus on that. So focus on that. So he don't need no mod, whatever, in the chat right now. Unless he insists on having it, then all he got to do is ask. I'll give it back to him. It's not a problem, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Burger. Like, so just focus on homework, bro. You ain't got to trust me, but man, trust me. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, don't even trust me. Just do it, fool. Just do the homework, do the school, be ill, and then, you know what I mean? Things is, because you'll regain control over that. Wait, are we done? We're not done, right? That's it. I'm going to ask. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Next. No, y'all ain't gotta be sorry. Burger's strong. He's a strong person. You know what I mean? He's when I talk to him, he's good. I'm not trying to bring up his. Well, I guess he brought it up. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's strong. You know what I mean? Like he's doing all right. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak on his behalf, but you know, I'm telling you, Burger. Like if y'all want to help Burger, keep him focused on school. That's what's gonna help. Like I have a whole strategy laid out for this dude. I see it. I just don't. I mean, it's his life, so I'm not gonna write his life for him, right? But if he does this, and this, I see everything working. I can see it's the clear. It's so clear. It's crazy. It's super clear. All he got to do is make this much, and then this is fixed. And then if he takes this money that he makes from this, then this is fixed. And if he does this, this is fixed. And if he does this, he can do this, and this is fixed. Like it's all, and it's all because he's smart. It's just because he's smart. So it's like, dude, but you just have to beat this boss, which is school. If you can beat this boss, you're good. Replace Dormatsu's feather. All right. Let me see. Where's Dormatsu? I think Dormatsu's down here. Here it goes. You said who? Ah, we talking about Hu Tao. I saw that video, by the way. Is that what you're talking about? About to do Lisa's event? Yeah, I just got the skin. I didn't even put it on. I always do my homework at school so I can sleep and play the rest of the day. What? Pirates doing it the right way. That's the trait of a business owner. All right. Is this the feather you talking about, Burger? What server? We all should be in America. I think there's only a handful. Oh, by the way, heads up, Hifumi's doing all right. For anybody wondering. Yes, Hifumi's doing good. Yeah, you still got the HP sands. I mean, but she's good though. Like, yeah, the EM, yeah, but you know, you can put. You know what you could do for now, Burger? You could just run instructors on like somebody else, like Yalan or probably not a Yalan, but like Xingqiu or okay, I forgot what the team was. You could run instruct if you use Zhongli, run instructors on Zhongli with like a full HP build, and then the minute he crystallizes, you get the instructor buff. You could do that. Like Silent Type when they do the Abyss on people's accounts, just about every single time they put instructors on Ningguang, and it's the ugliest instruct. It's like defense, HP, or whatever, unranked, and then they just they hit Ningguang's skill that triggers instructors, and then they go to some EM driven reaction, and it works. Um, just because you're string doesn't mean you have no emotion. Strong. With all due respect, I would be a bit more respectful. Sorry about this, but emotions aren't something to joke about. Don't ban. Don't what? Wait, what happened? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, King Cool. Yeah, it's a 4 crimson. That's fine. It's the best, most complete set I ever farmed. Yeah, what's happening, Trip? What's cracking with you, cuz? But yeah, no, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, if EM is an issue, just run it. You could just, I mean, you could do that for now until you get like an EM timepiece. And believe it or not, that might be a better approach. It might. I don't know. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. You got the new GPU? Woo! Woo! By the way, Burger, did you want to talk about Hu Tao a little bit more, or are you good? Because that's an amazing feather. And I know we're still waiting on the timepiece. You know what I mean? Because we could sit and probably, I know you don't have questions, because you're a theory crafter, bro. Like, I know you don't have questions. But but the EM part, you know what I mean? I was joking about Burger. No, I wasn't joking. Me and Burger talked about it. We talked about it behind the scenes. Like, everything I said is facts. Like, Burger, he's dealing with it. There's nothing nobody could do. I mean, if you guys knew what was happening, you'd be like, oh, okay. It's a situation where, because you don't have control of the situation, you have to relinquish control to life. Like, you have to chalk it up. You have to accept it. So, but that's a part of being strong. You know what I mean? So, if you can't change it, I'm not going to say don't cry about it, but don't cry about it. You can't do anything about it. So we got to move on. There's other things you should be focused on. You know what I mean? Until you can gain control of that. Once you can gain control of that, then we can worry about it. But until then, we can't, like, think about it, acknowledge it, but don't let it dictate everything going on inside of you. Because you can't change it. So just accept it and move on. You know what I mean? So we talked about it. I mean, but we talked about it. So I mean, I wasn't joking, but I was, you know what I mean? I know. I don't know if you told anybody else. You know, I'm glad you liked the clip I made. Yeah, man. I was talking to someone, not gonna name no names, but I was talking to somebody. I was like, you know what? If Scoop just removed, because I chalked it to you getting used to. First off, let me make sure I'm in this queue. When needed. Hold on, because hold on. When you needed Resin and what? And at least a review. Let me do that. Yeah, I was telling this person, I was like, you know what? I think Scoop is just getting used to his controller. I swear, if he just took that 1 second downtime between his button presses, he'd be like Kinko on YouTube. Like, he'd be crushing it. He would be crushing it, bro. You know, he has the music. The only thing he doesn't have is his thumbnails. You know what I mean? It's like the thumbnails. I think Kinko has like an intro and outro though, right? But if you did I mean, you have thumbnails, but you know what I'm talking about? Like it doesn't have the material design. And I can talk to you guys about that here in a little bit. You can Google material design. Kinko uses that and probably doesn't even realize he's using it, which actually is a marketing strategy. So he's marketing and didn't even realize he was doing marketing. Where is with Lore Master? But yeah, no, I loved that video, bro. That I was like, this is Scoop right here, cuz. This is Scoop. All right, here's the deal. You're not online right now. So so we'll figure it out. All right, so we have 27.986. Okay, we're still in the thingamabob. That is a lot of crit damage for having. All right, let's go through it. So we have 76 out of 80. Believe it or not, she gets more EM if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she ascends with EM. So I would actually level 90 her. It did. It answered some. I had gaps in my knowledge of gauge theory. My concept was on point though. Like I knew gauge theory worked the way it did, but I always thought Hydra was different. So it did help. Yeah, and it explained burning. I was confused. I was a little confused about burning. So this is literally a Yai Miko set. I gotcha. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna talk to you about this Yai Miko thing. So the thing is with Yai Miko, unless you have a crit rate weapon, you need 45. This is minimum. You need 45 crit rate in order to run a crit damage circlet on Yai Miko. You don't need it, but I'm telling you right now, you are going to want it. Not because you'll be judged, it's because it's super possible. That's why. Right? You might take a little bit of a hit on your crit damage, but this right here needs to be 45. And the way you do that is by prioritizing crit rate substats. And let the crit damage come to you rather than prioritizing crit damage substats and letting the crit rate come to you. Does that make sense? So I'm going to safely assume, I already know you got crit damage here, but I'm going to safely assume that you're prioritizing crit damage. Clearly. Right? So because you're prioritizing crit damage, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up having to run a crit rate circlet. Are there any 4-star crit rate weapons? Yeah, well, it's a battle pass weapon, but yeah. It's battle pass though. So if you have 10, I'm not sure how much it is in the UK, but in America it's $10. Yeah, all the battle pass weapons are crit rate, but those are the only crit rate weapons that are worth it. Like the rest of the crit rate weapons in the game, unless they're 5 stars, are kind of, with the exception of Yelan, but she's a different character. So if you got $10, you're guaranteed a crit rate weapon, and it's a fantastic weapon. I have the weapon. I'm actually the reason I haven't gotten my battle pass weapon, I'm gonna pull your account back up here in a sec. The reason I haven't even pulled the $10
剑报应。
battle pass yet is because I'm trying to decide if I want to, and it's already R5. Never mind. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to R5 it, but yeah, it's a good weapon. It's a great weapon. I have 5-star weapons though. Otherwise, if I didn't, I would use the battle pass. Battle passes are the next best thing to 5-star weapons, so I would use it. Garbage is garbage. What are you talking about? Don't be afraid to say garbage. What's garbage? What are you talking about? The weapons are garbage? The weapon matches a Wit Sith R5, bro. If you're talking about the battle pass weapon, the battle pass weapon matches a R5 Wit Sith. So that 10 seconds that the Wit Sith is godlike, the battle pass weapon makes up in between. In the other 20 seconds, it makes up that lost DPS. Easy, bro. That weapon is stupid. What's my favorite Girl Scout cookie? What? I used to like, okay. Well, I used to like mint chocolate chip. Those are amazing. No, I know you weren't talking about the Witsit. I was talking about 3 stars? Yeah, 3 stars are trash. But anyway, does that answer? The build is fine, okay? You have energy recharge, which I'm not opposed to. Attack, that needs to be electro, but I'm not going to trip on that. And this is fine to be crit damage, right? What I would recommend is attack electro crit damage, right? But I understand why, because you want Steve, and I'm assuming you don't have an electro goblet with anything close to those stats. Yeah, that would be my assumption, right? Now, I'm cool with what I'm looking at, but more importantly, you need a ton more crit rate. Do you have any questions? Because this is going on Yaimiko, right? If this is going on Yaimiko and you have the battle pass weapon, you would actually be actually be fine. I personally still don't know if I'd recommend it, but you would be fine though. Got you. Okay. And you said do the Traveler? So the Traveler is just a Traveler, right? Like this set isn't going on anybody else? She's a work in progress? Okay. All right, so if I remember correctly, you are building your Traveler so that so you never have to change the build. This build is for Lisa. This is Lisa? Like this is not going on Yaimiko? Okay. If this is a Lisa build, then you definitely need to run a crit rate circlet. If you're doing a main DPS Lisa. You can build her like Yaimiko. You just have to consider that she doesn't have crit rate scaling. So you need to introduce a source of crit rate. What she does scale with, though, is EM. Or Ascend, I should say. Got it. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm not opposed to the set, but might I make one suggestion for Lisa? Yeah, might I make one suggestion when it comes to Lisa, and that is if you are running a main DPS Lisa, because you typically have to make up damage from your team, I want to propose a 4-piece Thunder and Fury with either 4-piece Thunder and Fury or a 4-piece Emblem, and that's going to depend kind of on your constellation. So Thunder and Fury would be C6, and Emblem would be any other constellation. Unless you're running a Dendro, like a Hyperbloom Lisa. A Hyperbloom Lisa is I'm still trying to balance out the energy recharge on that thing. Because just to keep it up, you need 2 sources. Like, it's terrible. But if you can keep her powered off 1 source of energy recharge, then this would be fine. We just need Electro here. But we are going to end up having to bolster your EM for a Hyperbloom. It's actually a totally different build. But yeah. But on a main DPS Lisa, I would say 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Yolanda, Hu Tao, Aqua, or Homa. If you have no idea what to do, pull Hu Tao because you want to hit hard. Pull Yolanda because you want to be cool. I'm going to piss off a lot of Yolanda players when I'm saying that. But I'm telling you, If I say pull Yalan, nobody's gonna say anything. If I say pull Hu Tao instead of Yalan, Yalans are gonna turn up. So pull Hu Tao if you need a main DPS. Pull Yalan if you need a support DPS. Pull the character first though. This build, I'm not changing the set, only re-rolling at the moment. Okay, if you're re-rolling, just make sure you get crit rate main stats. They did it on purpose? Well, of course, it's business. That's how business works. They want you to pull both. That's why. Um, yeah. So any questions with Lisa though? If you're keeping the set, crit rate main stats. This needs to be 45, or actually, this needs to be higher than that. If you're running this weapon, if you're running a crit rate weapon, at the end of the day, this needs to be 60 or 70. If she's off the field, 60. If she's on the field, 70. Yeah, I mean that's how business is though. Like in business, and I'm talking hard business. Like I'm out here, I need to make millions and millions of dollars, and I'm gonna exploit my customers and put them in uncomfortable situations where I need to pull as much money out of them as possible. That's how business works. I don't agree with it. I understand it though. Yeah. The next character they're gonna I wouldn't be surprised they release Zhongli. I wouldn't be surprised they rerun Nahida with Dea. If they buff Dea and re-release Nahida, I would not be surprised. And then a Traveler? Alright, cool. So now we got yeah, I know it's Hyper Bloom. For Hyper Bloom, she needs double or triple EM. Just heads up. And what I mean by that is you need an EM weapon and at least one EM timepiece. Preferably, you'd have an EM weapon and two EM sources, and then the other one could be like energy recharge. So you can go EM, EM, and then you would do that on Thunder and Fury. That's how you get like 30k per tick off of Lisa. If you want a 30k Hyper Bloom, just throwing it out there. So for this character, if I remember correctly, you are running your Traveler so that they are... No, I know it's work in progress. You're making your Traveler to where they can use this set on any element, if I remember, right? Which I am not necessarily opposed to what I'm looking at, because when Cryo comes out, you're going to need EM. When Pyro comes out, especially Pyro, you're going to need EM, right? You need EM for Animo. You don't need EM for Dendro, on the contrary, right? Electro, you don't need EM unless you're running Aggravate, right? So, and you don't need a billion EM. So 246 I'm not opposed to, but your ratio is what's going to matter, right? And your ER might even matter. I think your ER is okay. Oh, you quit doing that? Okay. So if you're just doing Hyper Bloom and that's just Hyper Bloom, is that what we're doing? Because the build is super simple. It's super simple and relatively cheap, believe it or not. Like it shouldn't take you a ton of resin. It might take you a good amount of resin, but it's not going to take you like a bazillion resin. Really, because EM, HP, and defense are dropping a lot this patch. So you might get it a lot. You might get it like in a day. Like I got a 4-piece Crimson in a day. A 4-piece EM Crimson in a day. What's our UID for Miss Fatima? I'm Mizzy Fatima. All right, so believe it or not, especially the Traveler, you literally, it's like Bennett. I'm telling you, it's like Bennett. You only need energy recharge. And the reason why is because in a Hyper Bloom team, this character is not the trigger. They're just there to produce a bloom. Whether they produce it or not, neither do these characters need EM none of these three need EM at all in a Hyper Bloom team. The only one that needs it is this character. Yeah, they posted their UID. That's why. I just unblocked it. Because it was hidden. I didn't know if they were needing help or somebody. But they said flex swag. Right? So You just run a bunch of EM on Lisa, give her at least, if you can muscle it, give her like 200 energy recharge. If you can muscle it, right? Whether it be substats or whatever. So you would run energy recharge here. This is what I'm gonna recommend to you: is energy recharge here, elemental mastery, elemental mastery. The only substat that's gonna matter is energy recharge. That's it. She doesn't need to do damage at all. At all. Have you seen Hyperbloom, Lisa? There's only one scenario that I'm aware of where you can act, where you can, two. There's only two scenarios that I'm aware of where the character can actually hyperbloom and do damage. One is Sinnoh with his weapon, and two is the Shogun, and she is heavily nerfed. And I mean, she is nerfed, but she can still do something, and that's only because she can use Sinnoh's weapon. Those are the only two characters I am aware of that can do damage and do competent hyperblooms. Because you need like 700 EM to run hyperbloom. Be back in half an hour? No worries. But any questions? So just give her energy recharge weapon, energy recharge timepiece. Whatever set you use is up to you. I recommend Gilded or Deepwood. And then you would just run Gilded on her. So Deepwood actually, and then Gilded. Energy recharge, as much EM as you can. They don't need EM. That's it. You put all the damage on these two. Or really on him. You can put it on her if you like, but more importantly, energy recharge. Only stat that matters. Okay, so they are AFK. Okay, so I'm assuming they will be back. So what I will do while they're AFK, we're going to pull up. I'll pull up the next one. I'm not going to just go to the next one, but I'll pull up the next one and see if I can at least kind of preemptively get them started. I don't know why I say preemptively, but see if I can kind of get them started. Shout out to Scoop, though, by the way. I meant to mention that. So he posted a video on the Theorycraft, and that it was a great video about gauge theory. And if you're in the Discord, I implore you to go check that out. If you're into like, why is my reactions, blah, 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 blah. Hydro and, you know, all of that. I thought it was pretty interesting. Because you know, you can visualize it. Shin, what's going on? Typical Pierce, you're almost there, Kev. What's going on, Shin? What you got going on today? Huh, 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 huh. Boom, 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 boom. You got resin? Okay. Are you Hu Tao Simp? I feel like you're not. I feel like you're Shin. Yours might take a while? What do you mean it might take a while? Because I only look at 3 characters. I look at, if it's a account review, I look at 3 characters, and if it's resin, I don't care what it is. But it has to be resin. I don't do open world. I don't do open world until the queue is clear, right? So if it's like I need a quest or a puzzle or something like that, that has to wait until the queue is gone. Are we fighting this thing? Oh, Oops is here. Oh, well. Am I reviewing something? They should introduce some more Dendro so that Reagan can go with Aggravate. Yeah, she can already do Aggravate. You could just EM sub. Like with Aggravate, you don't need a million EM for Aggravate. Oh, you're only doing Resin? Okay, well, I'm going to give Oops his second character back then. Because I know how it is when you have one character and you're doing co-op. When you have 2 characters, you bring your DPS and you could bring like a support that works best with your main. That's how I know how that is. Typical, what's cracking with you? Not that good. Nah, because we have Yai and Kuki. Oh, you talking about wait, I'm confused. When you say Aggravate. So the Reagan can do Aggravate. Like what do you mean? You need... Am I missing something? The Reagan can do I do Aggravate on the Shogun all the time. Are you talking about like ICDs or like Dendro? Are you talking about Dendro application? Because you could just... I mean, I don't know if you have this character, but if you run Nahida Nahida is the single most consistent Dendro applicator ever. She's the single most she's the single most elemental applicator in the game. Like you can't apply an element more than Nahida. She overrides everything. Like she's always, because it's in her kit to have an indefinite it applies an indefinite Dendro application. Like it actually never goes away. Until the skill runs out. Once the skill runs out, then Dendro can be knocked off the enemy. But while the skill is just on the enemy, they always have Dendro on them. So you're with her and the Shogun, you're just aggravate. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what you mean. You said they should introduce some more Dendro so that Raiden can go with aggravate. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. Unless I'm missing, so I don't know if I read it right or wrong or whatever. Typical, what's going on? I was waiting on Typical to respond. Typical, what's happening? Typical. Pierce. Typical Pierce. Yeah, like she is like burst DPS. Yeah, I mean, but are you saying that she can't aggravate? Or that she's not good with aggravate? Because with aggravate, so this is universal across like all Electro characters, by the way. So if you have between 120, 130 to like 300 EM, it could come from like substats. Like my Shogun doesn't have it, I don't think. She got 42, right? She's got 40. She's got 80, right? But if your Electro character does have EM, that automatically makes them... Xingqiu is the strongest character, don't at me. What about, never mind. Xingqiu is the strongest character, don't at me. I read it twice, wow. I looked at my PlayStation, read it, and I looked at the computer, read it. ICD issues. I was actually thinking about aggravate this morning. I was thinking about my issues with Dendro. And my issue with Dendro is that it doesn't treat Electro. It doesn't swirl Electro. If Dendro was the swirl equivalent to Electro, it would feel a lot better. Because it could basically create a melt vaporize situation out of Electro. And that would have made it a lot better. Maybe for balance issues, they made it based on ICD, like tick once per ICD. But I feel like Dendro, with its relationship to Electro, should have been like swirl. Nah, just nerf the buff. Just nerf the buff, but make it swirl. Like make it act like it's the non-transformative Electro or Animo, right? Like Dendro could be. So what Animo is to like Hydro and all of that, and I know you could swirl Electro, but what I'm saying is Electro can't vaporize or melt. Right, so then you would apply Dendro and you get a vaporize and a melt off of it. But it's consistent though. Or maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Because you can't, like vaporize and melt don't just magically buff your damage. I was just saying I don't like the fact that it's based on ICD. Right, so now you have to have this crazy ICD situation in order to even like really capitalize on aggravate. If it just outright buffed Electro, that would be amazing. But to buff based on ICD bothers me. That I don't like. Like, it doesn't have to be as strong as it is. I just don't like the notion that it's ICD reliant. Honestly, I'm just sick of dealing with ICD. No, I know. But yeah, I'm just sick of dealing with ICD. And everything in Dendro is like ICD, but I hate ICD. That's what I was saying, Kinko. Yeah, like it's basically the same. So that's why I kind of like retracted my statement just now. Quick question. If a C6R5 Ito with a ratio of, are you sure 372 is stronger than a C6R5 Yalan running 4-piece emblem? Are you sure 372 is the actual crit damage though? I don't know if that's the actual crit damage. That sounds like a Tony Toe stack. Like he's not just walking around with that stack. And then if you give him that ratio, I'm going to safely assume you're going to apply that to Yalan, and then Yalan beats him. If you give Yalan whatever he's smoking, Yalan is destroying him. Put them on an even playing field. Yolana's beating them. That's the end of that conversation. That's how that conversation goes. Right? If somebody walks up to you, Shin, and they're like, my Zhongli is stronger than yours. Or they say, my Ayaka is stronger than your Ganyu. Right? And then you pull up their Ayaka and she's got 372 crit damage. Actually, let me take all that back. Let's say it like this. If I have a 372 crit damage Ito, and you have a 180 crit damage C6R5 Yelan, and I walk up to you like, my Ito is so much better than your Yelan, the first thing you're going to, probably should go through your head is, give me your artifacts and then let's have a conversation. Because without the set bonus appropriate for her, just with the same stats, she would kill Ito in a DPS battle. Easy, bro. And Ito is insane. But yes, she kills. Yes, she destroys him. I knew there's probably a handful of situations where Ito could beat her, but it has to be in his favor. Like the Wolf Lord, where you get an extra 75 equivalent bonus damage. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I need your I need your UID.
感觉又多了解了你一些。
Yeah, or like a hydro cube. It has to be in his favor. $372? I don't know. They might be close. If it was a regular Yelan, like 220 with an HP circlet or 280 with a crit damage circlet or something. If it's like, okay, he might, I don't know. I don't even know if he beat her still, but maybe he does. But whatever steroids he's taking, give that to Yelan and watch what happens. Then bring that same energy. That would be my response to that. That would immediately be my response. Like, if you want to, Ito's better. No, your Ito's cheating. Your Ito's on steroids, bro. That's not fair. That's like saying, can Michael Jordan beat your little brother at basketball? Even though your brother is like really good, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, you got Michael Jordan on your team. You know what I'm saying? Put Michael Jordan on my team and watch what happens. You see what I'm talking about? Pump me full of steroids and watch me do push-ups. You know what I mean? Give me the formula car and see if I can't beat your little Honda Civic. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You take that turbine situation from, well, I'm not going to bring up cars because there's all kind of nuances. But you know what I'm talking about? With Red Horn 88. Yeah, no, Yolan's still beating that. She's beating all of that. She's destroying all of that. But he has to be at 310 before he hits 370. Or, sorry, he has to be at 300 before he's at 370. And if he's at 80 crit rate, there's food buffs. There's probably Rosaria in the team. There's all type of stuff going on. You need an account review? Okay. What 3 characters am I looking at? AR55? Let's go. No, that's cool. I'll do the review first. Because Oops could probably help you with the resin. If you're cool with that, we can kind of, you know, or we can do one at a time. No, I'm not saying Ito ain't dope. I'm saying he ain't beating Yelan. I'm not saying a BMW 5 Series ain't dope. I'm saying it's not beating a Bugatti. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Megan Fox ain't fine, but she probably ain't beating Jennifer Lopez from back in the day. You see what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about? Like Glorilla cool, but Aaliyah was a thing back then. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So you said look at Ganyu, Kokomi, and Raiden. All right, so Ganyu, Kokomi, and Raiden. I can already tell you're investing. Yeah, you're spread thin. Okay, so let's see. So we got 70 out of 80. You know all those cars because you're a car guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're probably not beating a Venom with a Mercedes. Like the Mercedes is dope. SLK, like, okay. I don't know if you beating the Venom though on a straightaway. Like you're not like come on now, you cheating. Nah, man, my Venom. Like, nah, give me what your Venom got, and then we'll have it. You know what I mean? All right. So anyway, so we got Ganyu. Fool. Okay, we definitely gonna look at what's going on here. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing to look at on Ganyu. Well, I can look at her talents. So your talents, low key, are correct, but I would recommend. This is just a personal recommendation. You don't have to do this, but I recommend it for the sake of farming. Get her skill to 2, so you don't have to go back to the domain once you're done with talents, unless you want to rank up the skill. Which after a while, when you're getting to the end of Ganyu, you may want to do it just to have that little 20k you could throw out, but you know, up until then, I would get it to at least 2. In the event you're finding yourself using it and you don't have to go, because you're going to sit on a bunch of silver more than you're going to sit on a bunch of brown. It's kind of my point, right? And then you'll probably have 20, 30 silver, but you'll have like 2 brown, and now you got to go to the domain and get that 3rd brown just to get it to 2. And then you can use your 30, whatever. So I would just get it to 2 now. But outside of that, the normal, what I'm going to be looking for by the time you're done is 9x, like 8, right? Maybe 9 on the burst. You know what I mean? La Ferrari versus McLaren. Yeah, that's like Ganyu versus Ayaka. That's not Ito versus Yolan, though. You know what I mean? That's what that is. Or that's what it feels like. I'm not really a car guy like that, but that's what it, when I hear those 2 names, La Ferrari, McLaren, I'm like, probably in a similar class. I'm not that deep into cars, but if they're anywhere close to each other, it's probably more like Ayaka Ganyu. When we're talking Ito and what's her name? We're looking more like a skateboard versus, it's like a pro skater, like racing, a pro skater versus like a pro cyclist. Pro cyclist wins. I don't care how good at skate. You could do tricks, but you're not hitting that finish line, bro. As far as the artifacts, I have to ask this before I move on to the next one because there's not much here. I'm not opposed to the weapon necessarily. I'm assuming you're hitting weak spots, so I'm not entirely opposed to the weapon. Well, it's because of the weak spot. So it's similar to the white tassel, believe it or not. So that's why I'm saying I'm not necessarily opposed. I don't like it, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm not. As long as you can get your attack really high, which is going to come a lot of it from artifacts, right? All you need is like 800 right here, and then you should be okay, right? Anyway, I'm talking about the white number. If that white number is like 800, then you should be doing okay, right? You can do the rest in substats. Anyway, are you going to be doing melt, or do you have Kazuha and are you doing freeze or melt? Let me just ask that way. Hello, can I see her damage? It's probably okay. I mean, I don't know exactly what to do. We probably have to like calculate it or whatever. What's going on, Box Done Box? How you doing, Kev? How's everybody doing, by the way? Ayaka mains don't get mad at me, but Ganyu is better. Ain't nobody gonna get mad at you. I'm gonna tell you right now, as an Ayaka main, we don't even have conversations about Ganyu anymore because Ganyu mains get mad at us anytime we talk about Ayaka. We could be like, Ayaka is amazing, and then a Ganyu main comes in like, but Ganyu's better. It's like I wasn't even talking about her. Like, if you notice, Ayaka, main Ayaka, I don't even talk about it. I don't even compare her to Ganyu like that. I always say they're even. Ganyu mains say that she's better, even though on paper and in practice, Ayaka's been proven to be better. We just know better than to say it. Yes, I'm bumping heads. All right. Oh, I didn't know you had built her. Sorry, I'm a clean main. No, you good. I got Kaching on a standard banner, and I'm scared for my Huta. I'm still waiting. Are you gonna be melting, or are you melting, or are you freezing? Because the builds are different. That's why I'm asking. Like the whole build is different, or the minimums, I should say. Your minimums are different. Like your crit rate is different. Your crit damage goal is different, and the sets are different. I love World Abomination. Say what now? Prototype Crescent, but it's only level 50. No, don't worry about the weapon right now. I'm not opposed to the weapon. I wouldn't worry about the weapon. The weapon makes me believe you're going Melt Ganyu. Right? I'm going off the idea that you're able to hit weak spots. right? I'm not good at aim, so I don't even entertain the idea of whatever's going on here. Me personally, I know I'm not hitting the weak spot every time. I go for consistency. If I can't consistently hit a weak spot every time, I'm not even leveling the weapon. So I don't even have this. I have this weapon as a substat for if I ever pull Yalan, because she doesn't use the base attack stat. She only uses the crit damage. So it's a stat stick. If for my that's the only reason I have this weapon, but it don't even have 1 XP in it. But if you can hit weak spots, I'm not opposed to the weapon, because at that point you're getting an extra equivalent of 48% like crit damage, basically, which is insane, right? It's a lot of damage. You're making up a lot of damage. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm opposed to this, but you have to hit the weak spot. If you're going melt, then here's what you need to be looking for, right? Battle pass bow for Yelan, you can. she doesn't need the base attack. That's why I'm trying to explain. She's the only character who can use 1-star weapons, like, and it doesn't drastically change her damage like it would on like a Ganyu, because it goes off HP. Anyways, so what I would recommend is a 4-piece Wanderer's Troop for Ganyu, right? Your ratio, and you're gonna do this however you can. It's whether you can run a crit damage circlet or you have to run a crit rate circlet. It doesn't matter how you get there, but your crit rate should be 50 crit rate. And I could pull up about 5 or 6 Ganyus to show you what that melt Ganyu looks like. Right? But your ratio, your goal is 50 crit rate. Your goal for crit damage, minimum, and I'm talking minimum, lowest bare minimum is going to be like 120. What your goal is like, it's really because of the weapon. What your goal is like 240. Your goal is like, that's your goal, but that's not till way later, right? So I'm going to give you tiers when you're farming troop. Try to hit 120 crit, which you have 120 already, so if you can't hit 120, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? But either way it goes, your soft goal is 120. This is in the event you switch weapons. What's going on, Nam? How you doing? If you switch weapons, your goal is 120. If you keep the weapon, your goal is 160. Right? With this weapon, your soft goal is 200, 220. Right? Your end goal is 240 for crit damage. Throughout the entire process, your crit rate should always be 50. Any questions for that? 70 crit rate and 180? Nope. If you're doing melt Ganyu, you min-max the melt Ganyu. You run 70 crit rate if you are running a burst Ganyu, or if you're running a burst Ganyu, because you need her burst to have the 70 crit rate. Melt Ganyu doesn't even use her burst half the time. For what it's worth, melt Ganyu is low-key a meme build, because you just want the shot to be dumb strong. Like, all your efforts go into the shot. That's a melt Ganyu. A freeze Ganyu is the universal Ganyu. That's the Ganyu who can shoot, nowhere near as strong, but she can shoot and she can burst. The reason why is because Ganyu gets 20 crit rate on consecutive shots. That's why. So when you have a 50% crit rate, you actually have a 70% crit rate. That's why. And then the rest goes into crit damage. So each shot will have a 70% crit rate after the first shot. You do the first shot, bloop. After that, you'll have a 70% crit rate. Blop, 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 blop. So yeah, the first one low-key is a crit fish, but every shot after that will be 70 crit rate. Right, and if we talk CV, your actual ratio would be 50-20. Yeah, you want to have more crit damage than crit rate. It's because she gets free crit rate. That's why you can run a 50 crit. Like, I'll show you. I'm not joking. I'm not capping or nothing. Hold on. Let me copy your UID real quick. And then I'll just show you. I'm going to show you a bunch of different Ganyus. It's like every Ganyu. And they all hit like 70 to like 100 something K melts. Right? So we got... I don't know if he has Ganyu. No, he doesn't run Ganyu. So here's one, right? 198. And then here is... I think Miko's still working on hers. Nope, she ain't even got it on that one. Breaker. Yeah, he doesn't use Ganyu. He doesn't have Ganyu on that account. He definitely runs Ganyu. He's like a Ganyu main. 54, 214. Dormatsu has Ganyu. 64, 193. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need a lot of crit rate. This is and they're all melt, by the way. These are all melt Ganyus. Only one Ganyu in this whole group, Dome of Precision, runs freeze that I'm aware of. No, two. There's only two Ganyus that I can recall that run freeze Ganyu. Right? I think Ace even has Ganyu. Yeah, his is melt Ganyu. 45. So he's hovering on 50%. And all of them have an Amos. Almost every single one has Amos bow. Which is funny because there's actually a list that I saw one day, and it showed the actual DPS of Ganyu per weapon, and the Amos is not her best in slot. Did you guys know that? At least that's what the list said. I don't know because I don't have Ganyu. I played Ganyu, but allegedly the Amos bow is actually not her best in slot. It's like a Thunder Impulsor or something, or Polar Star, or it's one of them other weapons. But the actual kill speed is higher on a different weapon. Yeah. The Amos bow is actually not her best in slot. I was like, really? I will never let this information out. I mean, I think it should be out, but I don't know if I wanted to know that. I'm comfortable just with the idea that the Amos bow is her best in slot, but the Amos bow is not her best bow. According to the list, you also run freeze Ganyu? Yeah, if I pull Ganyu, I'm running freeze, but I run Venti. Any questions so far? Typical. Because I'm gonna pull. It's not you confirm? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. You need advice? What's your advice, or what advice you need? Any questions on Ganyu though? Nope. All right. And you said the next one was, I know one was Raiden, right? So you said you're having, so I'm assuming you're having a little bit of trouble with Raiden. So first thing, you got level 89. Okay. We got level 90, R5, love it. We don't have artifacts. And then we have 358. So it seems like you know what you're doing so far. Except for that guy. That dude is not looking good. She's good. He's okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you look like you know what you're doing. All right, so no constellations, no artifacts. Clearly don't have a ratio. What's the timepiece? Okay, okay, it's off to a good start. All right, so do you just have a question about click off Raiden for 1 sec? I often run Thunder and Pulse Hunter if I'm not using Fischl. Yeah, man, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I don't know if I should I don't know if I should say anything. Like, ooh, Amos not the best in slot. Like, ooh, it was an odd weapon too. Like it was either Thunder and Pulse, or like a Polar Star or something. So I tried to get Zhao Polearm and got out Hatham's sword instead. And I don't know what to do. You put that sword on Ayaka if you have her. Click back on her. I'm assuming you needed to update your account, which is going to take forever. So here's how that works. Typically, this is how it works. So either you join me or I join you, or at least that's what Leon said. Yeah, it doesn't update. I have to like join. It has to refresh. The Kageuchi, I don't want to change that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, give it to Kaching. Kaching would be amazing with that weapon. Kaching uses normals and all that jazz. Aqua is stronger for freeze. Got it. I mean, Nam, you have the weapon. You might as well give it to somebody. Reconnecting the server? Okay. I mean, you go pull out hate them, but I wouldn't pull a character because I have the weapon. Yeah, no worries, Pierce. Yeah, I wouldn't pull the character because you have the weapon. I would just, yeah. It's not that I'll hate them is bad. I'm just saying pull out hate them because you want I'll hate them. Don't pull out hate them because you have a weapon and you just need to put somebody with the weapon. Unless you're going for like a fashion show or something. Like some people, I'm not even joking. Some people play this game for a fashion show, and that's cool. It's every community like does that. Like this looks good. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? You don't want them, don't pull them. Great character. Don't pull them if you don't want them, though. The only characters I will ever push anybody to pull is Venti, Kazuha, Zhongli. That's it. I don't. It doesn't matter. You guys know. I say this. I say at least once a stream. Who should I pull? Hu Tao, Yalan? Do you have Kazuha, Venti, and Zhongli? No. Okay, you should probably save for one of them first. Then pull the pretties and the shinies and the sexies and the whatever you like about the character, the damage or whatever. For so long, but I've never gotten her. But now I have a guaranteed 80 pity and 60 wishes plus 800 and a primos. You wouldn't catch me pulling on a until you start dying all the time in the abyss. Then you're gonna be like, you know what? Okay. And I have a weapon prepared for her too. All right, so let me try refreshing this right here. What's going on, Angel? Yeah, Zhongli isn't as required of a pull. The ones that I actually like require you to pull is Kazuha and Venti. Like I'm never gonna not say pull Venti, and I'm never gonna not say pull Kazuha. Like you have to. If the minute I'm telling you, if you pull Kazuha and Venti, like you're good. But if you pull Kazuha, Venti, and Zhongli, you do not. It does not matter who you pull. There is one other scenario. If you have Kokomi on your account, and that's it, without the other three, you can do all the content in the game outside of the Abyss. But you pull Kazuha, Venti, Zhongli, you can do all of the content and not break a sweat. You can run an EM Shogun and beat the Abyss. All right, so, wow. Wait, is this a sub carry? Oh, this is a substat carry. All right, so you're losing a absolute crap ton of DPS right now. Yeah, you are missing. So let me put it to you this way. You are missing almost 75%. I'll say, what is it, like 60? Like bonus damage right now. 60, maybe 70. It's like you're missing a lot of bonus damage right now. Think of it this way. This is your damage, right? Take that number minus 60. That's what that's what your Shogun's doing right now by not having a 4-piece emblem. The 4-piece emblem specifically on the Shogun is like a crit damage circlet. When you have this much energy recharge, you're missing a crit damage circlet worth of DPS on your Shogun. 800 primos? No, I figured, yeah. So if you have 800 primos, I would pull Hu Tao. If you're guaranteed at 80, Hu Tao's like 10 pulls away. You could spare 10 out of 800 primos, right? Or not 800 primos. You could spare 10 pulls. But after that, Kazuha, especially for Hu Tao, Kazuha, Venti, Zhongli. You pull those three, I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, every single account that you will ever see that's winning, guess what? They have Venti, Kazuha, and Zhongli. And as far as Venti and Kazuha, trust me, they have one of the two at minimum. Those accounts are winning. They say it's the Shogun and the Hu Taos and the Yoimiyas. It's either their game knowledge is on fleek, or they have Venti, Kazuha, or Zhongli. You know what I mean? It's one of the two. Yeah, but you're a theory crafter. Theory crafters don't need that. I want to have a 4-piece emblem. Yes. Do you need to run that domain now? Because we can do it right now. She doesn't need to be leveled. The weapon doesn't need to be leveled. I'm not worried too much about your talents. Yeah, you, Burger, did you hear what I just said? You run those accounts. Theory crafters don't need meta. We pull meta out of our buttholes. Like, we could be like, I'm gonna main Zhao. And we do more damage than Hu Tao's, the average Hu Tao. Is Serpent Spine better than White Blind on Ito? Technically, yes. You don't play for her? You ran her account. Yeah, you ran her. Burger, ain't no justifying it, bro. You ran her account. That's why. Now you put. Now you talk about any other regular person who does not theory craft in Genshin Impact. Give them Kazuha and watch their whole account change. Give them Venti and watch their. Bro, we've got testimonies from people in the stream where the day they pulled Venti, the whole account changed. The day they pulled Venti, magically content just stuff start disappearing. I don't know, stuff is just dying. Yes. Oh my god, I actually 3060 Abyss. You don't need Venti. You don't need Venti. But you kind of need Venti. I don't know, just Abyss is so easy now. Is it now? You watch any, I'm telling you, you can call what I'm saying a call out. Pull up any high level gameplay. Every single time you see that high level gameplay, you see it, Venti and Kazuha are pretty much on that team. Watch any high level gameplay. You're gonna see a Kazuha burst somewhere. You think I'm lying? Now, if Kazuha wasn't that required, you would never see him. But you see him in almost every single video. I'm pretty sure Venti knows something. Oh, I'm sure. Burger, you are excluded from this entire conversation, Burger. We're talking about a Burger account. We're talking about Burger and his circle. I just got done talking to Cheese. He said you coach him. They don't. Anything that's a spawn of Burger doesn't need them. I'm talking about people who aren't surrounded by theory crafters. You're a theory. I don't need them. No, you're not. You are not regular. If you are walking around 36 in the Abyss without Venti and Kazuha, you're not normal, bro. I don't want you. You ain't gonna lie to the whole stream because it should be easier than it is without Venti and Kazuha. Don't be lying to these people. I'm not gonna sit here and let you lie and cap on my. Not today, Burger. Don't be capping. Don't be lying now. What's going on, dogs? How you doing? What domain do you think would be best for my account right now? The emblem set. You dumbing down how required Venti and Kazuha is right now. Now he has 36 stars. Does he have Venti or Kazuha? Did he get Venti and Kazuha? Did he 36 it with Venti or Kazuha when he got them, or did he not 30? Did he 36 it before he got them? I might have just read it too fast. Maybe I was reading it too. Maybe I'm going too hard on him. He has neither Venti or Kazuha? Yeah. So what you're doing is you're downplaying what Venti and Kazuha does. And that's why I'm saying stop lying. You lying to these people. He had to brute force it. Yeah. You're passively saying, oh, well, you don't need them to 3060 Abyss. Don't do that. Not everybody has a Burger in their squad, bro. Now, if you have a Burger in your squad, your account's going to 3060 Abyss. See, you're doing that Venti is air. You're doing that Venti air thing. Nah, bro. All right, man. If Venti was there, you wouldn't have a that elegy wouldn't be on that Venti. You would just have a stringless on them and give the elegy to Amber or something and do the melts. You know what I mean? Do the Ayaka melts with Amber. But you don't. He has the elegy. Why? Because he's worth it. That's why. It's on your lawn now. Venti does have a stringless. I'm just saying, man, you're a burger, bro. All right, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, do this for me then. Have Viv without Yamiko or a main. Have her go do a domain where there's a bunch of enemies. See how much fun. See. Then have her go do it with Venti. Put her in a situation where Venti is cracked. I've explained this like a billion times, bro. Venti is cracked in Venti content. Venti is outside of Venti content, but in Venti content, bro, you can't even come close to Venti. Then say that then, bro. You doing the same thing that one dude did that one day. Hating on Venti just because you don't like his voice and his pants. But trying to attach it to his kid. Like, no, you know Venti broken is God knows what. That dude is easily one of the, he is one of the most broken characters in Genshin, bro. Don't downplay Venti because you don't like his voice actor or something. Like, no, I don't like his voice actor. Okay, you don't like his voice actor. Venti is a super alcoholic though. Like, that is one thing. That man is mad alcoholic. Brought right into this domain. Don't feel bad. We have somebody who they purposely bring the rating. It's okay. Venti is ugly, but Venti is cracked, bro. Any other character that I see run there are some domains where you can only speed run it with Venti. One of the fastest speed runs I've seen for this domain, for one reason or another, I still can't figure it out. But they use Venti in this domain to speed run it. And I'm still having a hard time even trying to work my head around it. But it was like a Venti, Yelan, Rosaria. It was Venti, a Hydro, Ayaka, and Sayid. And I'm like, I don't even understand how that works, but okay. PS5. Whoa! Oh, alright, we'll wait. I farmed 8K Primos on Domatsu in 2 weeks since I relogged into his account. Wait, Domatsu's a guy? You said 8K Primos? They have been throwing a lot of Primos at us lately. What's going on, Mikuemi? Hola! No, I know Tracy's a girl. Oh, into this account. I swear, Burger, I'm going blind, bro. I'm going blind, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. Ain't that a girl? Like, am I tripping? I'm sorry about that, Burger, man. I turn up when it comes to, bro. It's like, nah, you can't tell. I be looking for a reason. Burger, you know how I get, bro, when it comes to Venti and Kazuha. It's like, bro, I wish somebody would tell me that these characters ain't busted, bro. I will sit here and have a real argument over that. Like, all right, if they not cracked, remove the characters from the game and see what kind of uproar pops up. See what happens. Take Venti and Kazuha out the game, watch what happens. Take Zhongli out the game, watch what happens. You can take Ayaka out, everybody just move over to Ganyu. Take Ganyu out, everybody move over to Ayaka. Take Yelan out, everybody move over to Xingqiu. You take Kazuha out, people are uninstalling the game. You take Zhongli out, people might run Layla. I can get that, I understand that. You take Venti out, definitely people are uninstalling. You take Venti or I'm telling you, bro. It's killing you on Dormatsu. You'll get it. I mean, you know how it is though. Like it's just patience, bro. You will get it. It's just because you're still in the. Are you still in the Crimson domain? You said 5-star with Elemental Mastery and ER. Hold on. I got a good Hydro Cut for Kokomi. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's actually really good, bro. For Kokomi, that's actually really good. Or people might go to Noel too. They might go to Noel. That I can understand. But you get rid of Venti and Kazuha, there's nobody really they can go to. If you take Venti out, they're going to Kazuha. If you take Kazuha out, they're going to Sucrose. But if you need grouping, they are definitely going to Venti. Like Venti, I'm telling you, bro. Like what Venti and Kazuha do is irreplaceable. Like it's you can't replace Venti's burst. I can't imagine a situation where you can legitimately replace Venti's burst like that. And then with Kazuha, like I don't even you can't replace Kazuha at all. It's so hard to replace him with Sucrose. You know what I mean? Like, dude, what? Which is funny because this whole talk started with what was it? I forgot how we got on this. I be loving these types of talks though. I love these talks because, at least from my perspective, I try to go off of what I see all the time. And when I'm looking up any informational videos, unless it's like a, heck, Hyperbloom has Venti and Kazuha. Jesus, I just thought about that. Like, man. Like, gee, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's just, I like these talks because not only am I kind of passionate, but it's like, what world, like, what are other people, I'm missing something. I have to be missing something. Wait, I forgot to show my Ayaka. I mean, I could just take a look at it. Like, you don't have to queue up for it. If it's just taking a look at a piece. Like, if you queue up for something, that means I'm probably finna, like, I'm going to spend time on it. You know what I mean? But if you're just showing something, like a piece real quick, I could just look at it. You know what I mean? The no repeat thing is just so it's not taking up the queue. You know what I mean? But if it's just a piece, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. After I get all my artifacts, should I put them in a strong? No, don't, nope. In the begin, you start strong boxing once you have enough characters built. In the meantime, you should probably be using those for XP because we got to race you to a solid core group. You can strong box them if you like. If you like, I mean, I wouldn't. Unless you got like a billion fragile. Are you using condensed, by the way? I don't know if you're using condensed resin. And if we could just wait for this, if we could just wait 15 seconds. Or not. Or not. Okay. You'd be surprised. It happens. It happens. It's not your fault. Who is Bergie Boom? Bergie Boom. Oh. Bergie Boom is that guy I'm talking to in the chat right now. About the Dormatsu, and he's an in-house theory crafter. I think he's a theory crafter for more than just my channel though. Like he does it for I know there's another community that he was a part of or is a part of. I'm not sure if he's still with them, but yeah, he's a Genshin theory crafter. You forgot to what? Condense it? Yeah, go condense the resin. And then I will meet you outside. I'm assuming Burger's joining. Yeah, Burger is really strong. He's really strong. You don't theorycraft anymore? I mean, you were at one point. I don't know if you're still doing it. He's trying to join? Yeah, that's Burger. The Burger, that's him. You just fix builds? You're still theorycrafting. I mean, you're theory crafting in the context of Genshin Impact. It's not actually theory crafting. Yeah. Like, if we're having a conversation and, like, theory crafting is... I'm based on my theory of dealing with Genshin Impact and building and mechanics. Theoretically, this should be better. actual theory crafting is finding something that's not meta and making it new meta. That's theory crafting. But, you know, everybody wants to wear the crown, so let it happen, cuz. Let it happen. But you're not finna lie to me, though. I'm calling him out today. All right. You know what it is? I'm feeling, you know what it is? I don't know if you guys could tell. I have more passion today than I usually have. Like, usually I'm way more chill. You know what I mean? Way more relaxed, way more toned down. Today, I'm mega passionate because, and I'll tell you guys why. You said I wear the crown of the best traveler, man. You better. And then when you get older, I'm going to be looking for that crown of the best doctor. You feel me? Heart surgeon, swag. But no, I'm super passionate right now because, like, I'm inspired right now. Really. Because of Burger, Ari, Miko, Scoop, Trip, Kinkle. Like, I am witnessing, at least from what I'm seeing in the chat, I'm witnessing greatness come to fruition. And it's lit, bro. It got me so, I'm hyped right now. You can't tell me nothing right now. Like, I'm on one, bro. You feel me? Like, that's how I am. That's how I feel right now. Raiden braid is longer than Ayaka. It's longer than the whole body of Ayaka. It probably is. Probably. It's yeah, her braid is the size of Ayaka. That's crazy. Brother, a new video is up on my way to the channel. You said, oh, yeah. I need to start tapping in with your channel. Checking in how you doing. 320. Oh, yeah, you did the Spiral Abyss. You know, I did start to watch it. I'm going to watch that one, though. Princess taking off. Crap, I have to go to dinner, but you can move on to the... Yeah, no worries. Yeah, when you come back, because we're doing Resin, you don't necessarily just have to wait. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody here can, you know, knock it out. Can I say a cuss word about the M domain? I don't mind you guys cussing. It's when it becomes an excess is when I have a problem. I don't care about that. And then, I mean, if you can, though, don't cuss. Because, you know, we do have kids who be kind of low-key lurking. You know what I mean? My channel is just me recording for myself to see my own progress. I cringe in my... Ain't nothing... No, I don't cringe. What's going on, Waddles? What's happening? And stop saying... Burger, stop saying that. Stop talking about yourself like that. Brother, M domain is in the... Oh, yeah, we're definitely keeping that one hidden. All right, so we helped Shin? Or we did not help Shin? I feel like we helped... Oh, Oops helped Shin. That's what it was. Bye, guys. I'll be back in about 20 minutes to 30. All good, man. How's my night going? What's the time right now? It's going pretty good. You know what I mean? Back again. Welcome back, Kinko. How you doing, brother? We just helped Typical Pierce. Yeah, we just chilling, man. Now, I was saying, Kinko, like, I'm hype and I'm passionate about talking about stuff, so I might seem a little aggressive right now, but that's just because I'm hype. Because I'm like, over the last 2 days, like, I had a lot of good business going on, and then, you know, something in the Discord, you know, dealing with that. It's not a bad thing, but just thinking about the Discord, and I'm thinking about my community, and I'm thinking about, like, you guys, right? And I'm like,